All right, welcome to The Last Word. Glad you could join us. Troy Alsaker, Mark Downey here with you. Glad you could join us for another exciting edition. Always a lot to talk about, Troy, but I think tonight might be the cake topper.
All right.
If you will.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just said that. It sounds exciting. But seriously, a lot to talk about in the world of real estate. It's been a pretty unusual January, I'd say.
Absolutely.
And, you know, having seasoned a few Januaries in my life in this business, you never really know what to expect. You never know what the market's going to do.
Right.
It's interesting. I actually read an article in the paper, and of course showed it to you, and I know you kind of went over it as well. But it's everything I've been saying. It felt so good to be justified
Right.
by experts.
Right.
Whether I'm an expert or not, I don't know. But other experts have stated basically what I've been saying for the past couple months, and that's, you go one, like, for example, a client the other day said, Mark, I don't understand, my buddy across town, he said he listed his house and 2 days later had 3 contracts and sold it.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'm just telling you, man, it's just from market to market, street to street, neighborhood to neighborhood, price range to price range, it's just different.
Right.
And that's exactly what the article in the paper said yesterday, that,
Right.
You can literally go from one neighborhood to the next neighborhood selling like you can't keep listings on the shelf. And then, the one across town or whatever, or even across, a mile away.
Right.
Completely
Stagnant.
different.
Exactly.
No activity at all.
Exactly.
And you've experienced that with a couple listings where it's just things are slow right now.
Exactly.
And a lot of times it's dependent on your location, especially waterfront or water areas, the Inner Point, Gulf Beach Highway, off of Scenic Highway where you have the waterfront listings, Escambia River, those areas. They're just slower right now. I don't know why. It's almost like people are hibernating from buying waterfront or
Right.
water locale type properties. It's just so bizarre. But I guarantee you, come March, April, May, they'll be flying off the
gonna be
shelf.
hot. Yeah, exactly.
As long as the market stays like it is.
Right.
Which it's good to see that we're seeing consistent movement, at least in some areas. It may not be the price range your home is in right now. I have another beautiful home that I've had on the market for quite some time now. We're going to feature it tonight. Been on the market for a while, a fantastic price. There's nothing wrong with it. There's just no activity on it.
Right.
And we market the tar out of our homes. We do everything. In fact, I can tell you right now that there's no two people I can imagine, I'm sure there's a couple out there, but I don't know them, that worry about our listings like you and I do.
Lose sleep, literally.
I mean, we're a team of 3, really a team of 4 if you include David.
Right.
And we're all dependent upon this business and selling real estate. And we don't, we're not just some, I'm living off government pension or something, put your listing in the MLS system and pray to God that it just sells. Put a sign up in the yard, pray to God it sells. Hey, we'll call you if we have anybody that wants to see it. In the meantime, we're reading the newspaper or, going fishing or hunting in the woods every weekend.
Right.
We don't hunt.
No.
We don't fish. We'd like to.
Right. No time to.
I
You
love
gotta
to
sell
shoot
real
guns.
estate.
I love to throw the rod. But dude, I got some houses to sell.
Exactly.
So, that's our gig, and that's what we're up to, and that's what we're doing, and that's what the market's doing. So, we're trying to make lemonade out of lemons, and unfortunately, sometimes we're dealt some limes. So, we got to mix, make a concoction out of that. And of course, I'm referring to rentals. And sometimes renting is a good way to go if you need to move quickly. You don't have the time to wait this market out and see when it's going to pick back up in your particular locale. Maybe renting your home out is the ideal choice. And we certainly have options for that. And people always say to me, Mark, and man, I just skipped right over sports section, didn't I?
I was going to say, man.
Whatever.
I've been waiting to talk
I'm fired
about
up.
Denver and the West Coast Super Bowl.
But, people say, I don't want to do property management, Mark. That scares me. I've heard all the horror stories. I invite you to talk to one of my 500 clients. I invite you, current 500 clients. I invite you to check out our website and look at the information that we provide, the things that we do for our properties that nobody else does. It's unheard of in this industry. We're actually servicing rental properties. I mean, we're not just collecting rent and pray to God that the tenants are taking care of the homes. We're holding them accountable for their actions. We're making sure that they're doing that. At the same time, we're providing quality homes to good tenants. We want to attract good tenants with good homes and everything just seems to work out better.
Absolutely.
The owner's bottom line is protected, less issues to deal with, and the tenants, on the other hand, are extremely happy because they have a nice, clean home to live in.
Exactly. A lot of that information you can find on our website, like Mark had said, 941home or 941home.com. I apologize for any homeowners that are interested in wanting to possibly rent their house out and maybe want to know some more information. Again, a lot of good information on that website as well.
Absolutely, Troy. So shifting gears back to sports, I don't know how I can do that. I'm all fired up about real estate. But yeah, a lot of things happening. I mean, you look at the Chargers. Your run finally came to an end. I hate to say it for you, but
it's all right.
We all knew that was coming, unfortunately.
Hey, new GM, new coach, new offensive coordinator. We made it that far in the first year under their belts. I'd say that's not a bad situation.
You're feeling good about the future. You're kind of like the way I am with my braids.
Yeah.
Every year we find something positive to look to, knowing that the next year will flop just the same.
Right.
But
there's always next year.
There's always next year. It's going to happen next year. But the Chargers had a good season. I mean, really, they overcame some pretty insurmountable odds.
Well, they beat Denver the couple weeks before they played Denver to make it to the next round. But
and so did New England. But look what they did to New England.
Yeah,
wow, Denver.
Yeah.
They are tough.
Yeah.
But Seattle is a tough team as well. And I think a lot of people, even though I think Seattle was actually the favorite in that game against Frisco, but I think that a lot of people really felt like San Francisco was going to win that game because they're a solid team as well. And on the legs of Colin Kaepernick, who knows what he's going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I disagree with that.
Okay.
I actually think that he's not a very good quarterback, and I think that it showed in the end exactly why he's not. Because as soon as Seattle took away those little 20-yard scampers that he was able to do here and there, you saw what happened.
Yeah,
he choked over and over and over again. And it's also a true testament to Pete Carroll, the coach of the Seahawks, to be able to overcome that game plan that they had. Because San Francisco came in with the idea that, hey, he thinks we're going to throw, but we're actually going to run, do something that nobody else can do against Seattle. But once Seattle made some adjustments, it was over for the 49ers, and you saw what the Seahawks did. I mean, they shut them out. I mean, and made Colin Kaepernick really, to me, look like he looked like a Tim Tebow. If you want to say Tebow, and I love Tim Tebow, but he looked like a Tim Tebow in that all he had at that point was his running, and that was shut down too. In fact, I'd say Tim Tebow could probably do better than what he did. But hey, that's it for the first segment. We got to go do commercial break, Troy. So stay with us, and we'll be right back. And we are going to talk more real estate, so stay with us. Hi, my name is Mark Downey. Things can get crazy in the real estate business, which is why I use Surety Land Title for my escrow closings. They ensure that all paperwork and documentation is properly executed and that there are no glitches in the closing process. Whether you're a realtor, broker, or simply a homeowner or buyer looking for a great team of professionals to utilize for your closing, I strongly suggest Surety Title. Call them today at 549-2270. Hello, I'm Mark Downey, a licensed broker in Alabama and Florida. When it comes to surveys and boundary determination, I don't take chances with just anyone. I call Mark Swinney and Associates. And not just because we share the same name, more so because I know that my survey will be done professionally and on time, both of which are very important factors when navigating a closing for a client. Whether you need a simple survey or just want to know if your neighbor's fence is encroaching on your land, Swinney is the team to call. Give them a call today. All right, thanks for staying with us. Again, lots of real estate, but before we go any further, I need a prediction on the Super Bowl. Seattle, Denver.
Seattle to take it. I got to have a West Coast Super Bowl.
Got to go with West Coast.
Even if it's not San Diego, I got to have it.
I keep telling them not to admit that to us locals around here. We're not too fond of those West Coast weirdos.
Man. Easy there, easy.
But I am a Seattle fan, and even though I also like Peyton Manning.
Pete Carroll for me. Pete Carroll for me is USC head coach there when they were in their prime.
You know what? I just have a lot of respect for Pete Carroll.
I do too.
And I love Seattle. I love the 12th man. In fact, I've already vowed next year I will be going to a Seattle Seahawks game. I want to experience what that feels like. The beginning of the game, the 12th man jersey being raised. It's just so exciting to me. I just love that passion. Seattle fans are so passionate. They were passionate before the team was good.
Exactly.
They love their football. And the horrible conditions that they watch the games in. I mean, you got to love fans. It's kind of like the Green Bay Packer fans. You got to love those guys. They'll be up there, negative 10 degrees, and they're supporting their team, and they love it. They have a blast. It's too much fun. But anyway, I got to go with you on this one. I'm going to go with Seattle, although I really believe that Peyton Manning is a juggernaut, and I'm not sure he can be stopped. I think he's going to will his team to victory this year. I almost have to predict that Denver's going to win, but my heart wants to say that Seattle's going to win. So, I hope for the sake of Pete Carroll he gets his Super Bowl championship, because I think he deserves it.
I do too.
So with that said, there's a lot more we could talk about in the sports world, and maybe at the end of the show we can go back to it. But let's go to some real estate listings, guys. Our first listing is 1170 Blue Oval. Something that we're actually introducing, Troy, is video presentations, and we're going to have one for a couple of our listings. It's something new that we're doing, and in fact, very soon we'll be bringing aerial photography, and we're not going to tell you how we're going to do that.
Right.
But we're not renting an airplane, I'll put it that way. But we're going to have aerial photography for really most of our listings, and we'll be incorporating that as well. But this first listing, we'll be working on the video this week to bring for our next show. But this particular one is, we're going to have to just deal with pictures. But I tell you what, you can go to the website, check it out, see a lot more pictures. I don't know how many more pictures we have here, but this is an unbelievable home.
Beautiful.
Absolute top shelf, upscale, elegant, custom built home in the Cantonment area. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 4,000 square feet of living alone. 3-car garage, as you can see. Room to put the boat, the RV. You got your own little personal playground, and that does convey. A pool, which do we have a picture of the pool? Was there another shot, guys?
There's a pool. Yeah, right there.
Just one shot there, but that's a beautiful in-ground pool. It's completely enclosed, so for safety, for the kids and all that, and they can run around the whole 5 acres of land and enjoy themselves, ride 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, whatever it is, shoot guns. I mean, we go out there and shoot guns. Actually, I know the owner quite well. But anyway, $450,000 is a fantastic price for a home like this. This is one of those areas, and this is what I was mentioning, that just is not selling right now.
Right.
I don't know why. This price range is not selling.
Right.
But gorgeous house, and if you're in the market, I tell you what, this is a good time to buy. All right, the next one, we're going to show a few pictures, and then we're going to go right into a video presentation. This is going to be new for our show because we're actually, when we're filming this, we're not able to watch the video.
Right.
And so it's going to be hard for us to describe what you're seeing, folks, at home. But we're going to do our best. But this is 8729 Foxtail Loop. This is a tremendous subdivision. If you haven't heard of, I was about to say Heron's Forest, good grief. Nature Trail. Heron's Forest is another very nice one, gated subdivision. But this is Nature Trail off of 9 Mile Road. A gorgeous subdivision, upscale, elegant, contemporary homes, all custom built. And there's very specific covenants and restrictions, so you can ensure that your values are always going to go up in this neighborhood. You see the clubhouse there, and guys, we can just roll right into those video whenever you're ready. So feel free to hit that up, and you're going to be seeing all kinds of video of the, I believe, starting with the home and the interior of the home, and then eventually it's going to roll onto the clubhouse, and you'll see the pool and the areas for the kids to play. And actually, what's so cool about this house, Troy, is the clubhouse is literally a couple houses maybe not even a block.
Not even, yeah.
From the actual home that you're going to live in.
Exactly.
So it's a fantastic place to raise kids. It's a gated subdivision with security guard.
24/7.
24/7. So you can feel very comfortable letting the kids roam around. It's a huge neighborhood with nature trails, obviously.
Right.
The kids can go out and have a blast, go swimming. Hang out in the clubhouse there. You can have meetings at the clubhouse, have your next family gathering at the clubhouse, whatever the case is. But folks, $339,000, barely $100 a square foot for all this.
That's a steal.
I mean, you just watch the video, and I'm telling you right now, good job on the video, by the way, Troy.
Thank you, sir.
Fantastic job.
Thank you, sir.
All right, next listing, 9782 Harlington Street. Another gorgeous, gorgeous house. And again, we're shocked that this home hasn't sold yet. Do you have an offer yet?
I don't have an
offer. I think you almost had one right out of the box.
Almost had one.
It just went on the market. But 2,500 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, $225,000 in-ground pool.
And that's a new in-ground pool too, with warranty still on it, and it's saltwater pool, so you have very little maintenance on it as well, and that's what the homeowner.
Saltwater is the way to go.
Yes, it is.
I'm about to have a pool installed, and I'm telling you right now, my last one was saltwater, and I know some people go, "Oh, saltwater is just spinning." No, listen, saltwater is the way to go.
Yes, it is.
No doubt. And you don't taste salt water. It's not like I'm in the ocean.
Right.
You still feel very refreshed when you get out of it, but you actually don't have that chlorine feel when you get out of it, which is really nice.
It's good for your skin, too.
Absolutely. Good for the sinuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sailing. Literally.
Sure. All right, next one, 953 Osprey. Troy, this is one of your listings.
Yep.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet of living, 169.5, and you're looking at the water there. This is literally across the street from the water in Interiority Point.
It's deeded access to Perdido Bay. So
Deeded
that picture,
access.
that picture that you're seeing is a part of the community that you're living in, and is deeded to you. When
And
you
it's
buy the
what? How far would you say? A couple hundred yards?
Yeah,
100
a couple hundred.
yards?
Yeah, the 2-minute walk, if that.
And the house is in gorgeous condition. I mean,
Yeah.
you could probably say more about it, but
Yeah.
beautiful home in fantastic condition. Again, barely $100 a square foot to be Interiority Point. And if you know anything about Interiority Point, this is a very desirable area.
Yep.
People are flocking to that area normally, except for right now. We don't know why.
Right.
But again, we understand statistical information shows us that your waterfront type listings and areas out there tend to pick up tremendously in the spring and summer months.
Right.
So, I mean, this home is available now, but if you wait much longer, it's not going to be
Not going to
available.
be, yeah. And we have a video for this one, I believe, too, that we can go to right now, showing a lot of the architectural accents of the home. They have cathedral ceilings, as you will see in this video. All stainless steel, energy efficient appliances in the kitchen. And then, of course, you get the view of Perdido Bay, which, again, you get deeded access to the
And
neighborhood.
I think you have a little bit of a glimpse of Perdido Bay from the house, right?
Yeah, you get
Kind of see it a little
you
bit.
get water view from
Pretty nice view.
from the the breakfast nook, and also the living room. Yeah,
That's awesome.
So you get water view from the house too. So
It's always great. I mean, I have to say, having lived in this area for as long as I have, the thing that I love about, I've always loved, and I've lived near the water for the past 12 years, I guess. I love driving up in my neighborhood and seeing water.
Yeah.
I just love it.
No
just
feeling like
coming
it.
home from work, there's just nothing like it.
Nothing
and
like
you know,
it.
I mean, you get to experience the same thing, and it's a wonderful thing. So I tell you what, man, you may not be on the water, you may not be looking out at your back door, but this is the next best thing. Especially to look at the price. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Can you get it? Can you get on the water for 169? Can you have deeded access anywhere for 169,000? I don't think so.
Nope.
So once again, check out our website if you want more pictures. You can also see that video. Again, in fact, I think it's the long version on our website.
Correct.
That's the condensed version you just watched.
correct.
And again, we do this for all our listings, folks. Going forward, we just started doing it, something new to us. We're trying to be innovators in this market. This is not you hear that term virtual tour.
Not it at all.
This is not virtual.
Blows it
All
out of the
virtual
water.
tours is a software system. Hey, thanks for coming back to me, guys. It's a software system that enables you to take a still picture, and put it into the software, and then what it does is it basically acts like it's panning back and forth across your still picture.
Right.
What kind of virtual, what is that? It's garbage.
Right.
We take actual video, it takes hours and hours and hours
Yes,
to
it does.
not only film it,
right.
but
To
edit
edit
it.
it, right.
It's unbelievable, and anybody will tell you that's where the money is. If you want to do something, it's in editing, because that is very painstaking. But we take all that and we put together the most fluid, best view of the home that the buying public can see.
Right.
And we like to say that people can buy our homes from
Anywhere,
Greenland.
yeah, anywhere in the world.
Because they're going to see what the home is all about.
It's high definition as
So,
well, so it's really
HD.
really clear.
Absolutely. All right, so let's go back to that next listing, guys, if you don't mind. Thanks for your patience. 2557 Granada Camino. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, 1,925 square feet, 160,000, and yes, it's on the water. This is directly waterfront. It is a manufactured home, and people say, "Oh, how can it be so cheap?" It is a manufactured home. I personally don't see what the big deal is. If you want to be on the water and you want a gorgeous, beautiful, like new home, this is it. It has all the new hurricane codes.
There you go.
And this is waterfront that dumps right into the bay, that dumps right into the Gulf. So, that sailboat you see there, I believe that's a 20-foot sailboat. Mm-hmm. And I believe you can put up to about a 25 or 30-foot boat in the water right there. It's deep enough.
Wow.
And I don't know the exact draw off the top of my head. I know this is the next question of people's, mouths. What's the draw? I'm not really sure, but I want to say it's plenty. So, let's move on to the next one, guys. 2982 Creole Way. This is off Blue Angel Parkway, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,725 square feet, 135,000. gorgeous condition. Here's another one of those homes that's in the right price range, but yet will not sell. And I say that, I'm just being completely honest with you. This has been on the market for a few months now, and there is absolutely no reason why this home shouldn't be sold. It's a gorgeous home. It's in great condition. It's in a nice neighborhood. Great access to Sophie Field, NAS, Corey Station. You're, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes from the malls, the airport. It's fabulous.
Beaches.
This is the time to buy, folks. I'm telling you, we're selling homes right now, but there's a few homes like this out there. I don't know why they're being overlooked, but this is one to jump on. If you're interested, you're on the market, this house will not be available very much longer. It's just a matter of time. The next one, 566 Desert Oak, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We're moving all the way over to the northeast section of Pensacola, 1,600 square feet of living, $130,000. Again, a great buy. This was on the rental market. We fixed it up, and now it's being sold by the owner. They'd like to go ahead and liquidate it, and that fantastic price is your, I mean, it's your gain. So once again, 566 Desert Oak. If you're interested, give us a call. The next one, 3103 Seafarers Way. Oh, never mind. No idea what happened here. That's a rental. And we're moving all the way to the bottom here. 7649 Old Hickory Drive, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,250 square feet, $900 a month. And that's a beautiful little rental that we've had for a long time in great condition. The next one, guys. Technical difficulties. You know, one thing I love about TV is you don't just get to change things when things happen. You kind of have to roll with the punches.
Exactly.
And it's even crazier is when we used to do live shows, and you accidentally slip up and say something stupid that you just want to take back so quickly.
Can't do it.
You can't do it.
It's already on the table.
It's out there. Live TV is.
You get real good at TV when that's live.
All right, so we're going to go back and let's see. We're going to go back to 3103 Seafarers Way, and that is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot home, $115,000. And this is one of those short sales. Now, I don't have time to sit here and explain short sale right now if you've never heard me talk about them before, but essentially what's happening is the bank is going to sell the property for less than what is owed. And so basically we're dealing with the bank in a sense, and you can get a really good deal. It takes a little bit of patience. We've got it down to a science now. We can have them closed in 3 to 4 months, but that's still a little bit longer than a traditional sale of, say, 30 to 60 days. But for some buyers, this might work out good because you might be coming to the end of a lease or something like that, and you need a couple months to close.
Right.
So that might work out for you. The next listing, we are moving on to rentals now. 3353 Marion Oaks Way, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,975 square feet of living. And this is $1,175 a month. And this is a really, really nice home in great condition, ready to move right into, as is 99% of our rentals. The next one, 13418 Valerie Drive, 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 1,500 square feet of living, $1,150 a month. And this is just drop dead gorgeous.
It's fully furnished, and it's right on the golf course too. Beautiful sunsets. I was there at sunset. Yeah, it's a good deal right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So all the furnishings we're looking at come with they convey with the house.
Yes, sir. They sure do.
Wow, that's really nice. Especially if you're military, you don't want to move all your stuff or whatever.
Exactly.
Or maybe just starting out. Who knows? All right, next one, 416 Pepper Tree, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square feet of living, $1,145 is the rent. And this is very close to NAS, very close to Corey Station, VA Hospital, all that good stuff. Hardwood floors, tile floors, really nice house. Next one, 12260 Havertide Drive, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet of living, and it's $950 a month. Okay, I'm sorry, I got confused there. I was looking at the bottom picture. I was like, wait, that doesn't look like the front of the house, but it's the top one, top right. Anyway, beautiful home, great condition, off of Bower Road, right next to the ballpark, the new Southwest Complex, which is really phenomenal. If you have kids, you're going to absolutely love living here. $900 a month, great price. And Troy, I think
that's it for real estate anyways, right?
I think we have concluded our journey.
I believe so.
And listings. But like I said, guys, you can check us out, 941home.com. Look at all our listings. TroyAlsaker.com.
Yeah.
You got a really nice website.
I like the way that runs.
It's really cool. Yeah, and it enables you to, I believe, register, and you can have listings sent to you.
Correct.
All that good stuff right through your site, whereas mine doesn't really,
Yep.
I don't think mine does that.
We'll work on it. We'll get it to do that.
Yeah, we're working on tweaking a few things with that. But anyway, you can look at all our rentals at 941home.com, the sales, TroyAlsaker.com, and 941home.com as well. But anyway, I think we just have a couple minutes left. Is that right? Not really a lot of time to talk about much more. I will say that the Atlanta Braves, I know this really excites you.
I love it.
I mean, you don't want to talk about the Padres, do you?
No.
You want to talk about the Braves.
That's right.
The Atlanta Braves, a lot going on in Atlanta right now, of course, with the new stadium being built, which is still, every time I say it to somebody, they go, what?
Yeah, I heard
new
that.
stadium? Turner Field was built in 96. But the Braves, yeah, they've worked out a deal. They're going to move their stadium. They're actually going to rebuild a new one. It's going to be state-of-the-art, of course,
Wow.
in addition to an entertainment venue where people can eat and all that good stuff. But it's real exciting. But the bad side of it is they have some of the really good talent that I'm not sure they're going to be able to sign these guys. So who knows what type of team they're going to have in 17 when they move there.
Right.
Last thing I'll say is the Olympics starting next 2 weeks.
Yes, yes.
Really excited about that.
I am
I'm
as
ready
well.
to get my USA gear on.
Me too.
I don't know about you, man, but I love the Olympics.
I do too.
love it. I love the stories that come out of it.
Yep.
I love the desire and the all the effort that goes into winning, and then just to see some of these people that go through so much and lose. It's heartbreaking. It's just a lot of fun. But
gonna be great.
I'm getting the wrap-up signal. I was
right.
about to get fired up about the Olympics. But anyway,
Guess
hey,
that's
we
it.
really enjoyed having you tonight.
Yes, we have.
Thanks for listening to us, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks for Troy Alsaker. I'm Mark Downey, and that is The Last Word.